when you're copying, right? Most people that copy will just copy in this aspect right here. You can copy one, and they never see this. They never see this number right here and what this number actually means. Like, well, let me make sure that let me go ahead and pause that for a second. This number can add as many copies, and another cool thing of what it's doing is it's calculating the space in between each one. So I can click 18, and every space in between that is exactly the same. Every space, right? And and I can prove it. Take that, put 18. So that's another neat trick with using the shift drag to copy certain elements. So again, I'm gonna copy this, rotate it some, give it some a little bit of realism. Put that right there. I think this is the same one. No, it's not. Let me get rid of these. Red Moly, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Let me put this one right here. Ho ho ho. Okay, never mind. I about to say, there's two things behind that. Let me make sure I get it accurate. Put that on 0 so I can actually see through the model. Oh, this thing is, that's what that sound. I'm like, what is that sound? This ain't heating up. And it's a number right there that I'm going to do probably in another program. Take this visibility all the way back up to 1. That's a good way of not having to hide something, and you just want to change something like really, really quickly. Switch this one right here. All right, so this one is not needed. So now we got these forms in here, and I'm checking. Shrink this one just a little bit. And now I'm asking myself, how do I make this, a little bit more realer? Um, how do I add a little bit more depth into this? Because there is no depth in this screw like it is right here, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Um, like the screws, they have like a bit of indication that's telling you that it was screwed inside of it. And this is something that you should understand and try to mimic and try to just work through and hash out and lab it out and try to figure out like how do I mimic this. And a lot of people probably won't tell you because that's their style. Me personally, it is what it is. If you want to learn how to mimic whoever, YouTube, YouTube that person. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna use a sphere because I didn't take the back of this. So I'm gonna use a sphere, not a sphere, a cylinder, and of course I'm gonna have to bring it out some, and you know, I'm gonna just keep it at 18, just keep it as round as possible. Let me add my material on it. I'm gonna add an edit poly. Hit edit patch, edit poly. Go to my facial selection. Delete this. Now I got this lone survivor face right here, and I'm gonna flip that around. Now, if it wasn't flipped around and I had on backface Cole, or I didn't have on backface Cole, you can see that that it would be backwards. I'd be modeling. It would hurt me. Blah blah blah. Always put on backface Cole. Well, yeah, I always put on backface Cole. I'm tripping. I was like, this ain't even turned around. So with this piece right here, I'm gonna start just with this one right here. Try to get it roughly in the middle of it. Scale it up. Scale it up a little bit more. Now that we're gonna scale it up, I'm about to go to isolation mode and try to create some supporting loops because I'm a turbo smooth it. I'm a turbo smooth it in order to get it to have decent shadows. So a good easy way to do that, to get some decent support loops, is of course we're gonna inset. Mighty YT, what's up, man? I'm gonna just take that one all the way in as much as possible, and select that, collapse it, and weld it. From here, take it off isolation mode. I'm gonna actually bring these back. The only problem is, where the heck is that piece? Oh, there we go. So I'm gonna go on my left view, change the pivot. You don't want the pivot way over there. Now we about to start to get into the realm of making it look a little bit more real, adding realism. So I'm creating this encased piece um, where the screw will actually fit, because this is what I want, right? I probably don't want it that big because it wouldn't be that big on the gun. Just enough that it can catch some shadow within it, and then from here just add some really quick support loops. Probably do it easier with Connect. Add some right here. Don't need to complete the process again or repeat the process again. Um, Let me see what Turbo Smooth does. It should just automatically round it out. Orthographic view will mess you up. Golly. I'm going to add one more iteration on that just so it's as smooth as possible. Take it off of isolation mode. I'm actually take off this Turbo Smooth. I'm going to Do Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna just move it back. So this is beveled in anyway, and that's beveled out. That'll work good on my behalf. Um, and because it's floating geometry, you're not gonna see that line because um, it's the same material. If the material was different on this piece, then of course it would be noticeable when I click off elsewhere. You see what I mean? So it's like, in your eyes and in this engine eyes, is it's gonna look like the same piece. Sorry, I had to yawn. If it had the same material, so that's why I try to keep the same material on certain things because then the floating geometry looks better. Anybody that does floating geometry knows that. So I'm not gonna zoom out yet. Copy that. Try to get that into the middle. Um, I might try to move this piece over some so it's not clipping in that much. And I'm doing it in orthographic view like a fool. So we're gonna repeat the process right here. And we're gonna take that over. So I'm gonna just grab this one. Boom. Take that right there. Come on, bro, grab it. Okay. So with all that, and I'm gonna let you see the difference of having your eye look at something and um, it it looking some sort of like it just has that subtle look of an indent of this is where a hole is supposed to be. Now I'm gonna take these and I'm going to delete them. Don't worry, they're not gone. Um, I'm gonna isolate these, right? I should probably isolate it first because it's gonna make me go back. Watch. Yeah. Okay. Punk. Me just grab everything. All cute as bad boy. Bring that in some. These things way too far out. You don't want a normal map like that. You're gonna lose detail. All right, so I'm gonna let you see the difference of what I'm talking about. Um, just, just trying to create the realism in the reference. Now my reference is. I just clicked on Photoshop. No.